MLB prop picks for Tuesday, August 27th. I'm Sniper from DFS Army. Hit that like button for me. Gonna roll through the board. Gonna find some picks and plays here. No tacos, no prize picks. Back on Underdog today, but you can use our plays wherever they are available. We got Sleeper, Chalkboard, all the good stuff. More picks in the Discord. Make sure you go check that out. The link down below. But for now, let's hit the intro. Let's go to work. All right, we're actually going to roll through the whole board here. We're going to use the DFS Army Proptimizer. Going to hit the little refresh button here. Make sure we got everything as up to date as possible. Looks like we're going to take just a minute. Oh, got to toggle over to MLB. There we go. Took a couple of extra seconds today. I was worried I was going to restart the video here. Let's start with Roddery Munoz. Looking at less than 4.5 strikeouts. Projection model has it at 3.62. Looks like he's been under in 3 of the last 5 games and 7 of the last 10. So up at minus 156 over at Sleeper. Your other odds minus 150 over on DraftKings. Taking on the Rockies. Pull up some MLB stats here. The Rockies strike out the second most of any team in the league so far this season. And the prop that pops here is the under. I'm actually going to avoid it for those reasons. Yes, Munoz doesn't strike out a lot of batters, but the Rockies strike out a ton. So we're actually going to pass on our first look here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to roll through some picks, see if we can find my favorite on the board, talk through it a little bit more than usual. We got Ezekiel Duran, less than 0.5 hits. Projection model already has it at 0.62, so straight up pass right there. Not going to go too crazy. Let's take a look at Spencer Schwellenbach, less than 6.5 strikeouts, and a pretty quick pass here. I know he's taking on Minnesota, but he's been over this number 6 straight games, so I get some red flags there on Schwellenbach. Let's go down. Let's look at Johnny Cueto. Johnny Cueto, more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. As we do a refresh, his tool is updated live throughout the day, so we need a refresh. And now, of course, it's going to take a few minutes, but I do know. Oh, we're back up. Cueto, more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. He's been over that 3 of the last 5 games and 8 of the last 10. Projection model has it up here at 3.42. Take it on Detroit. Let's go look at Detroit here. Let's sort the MLB statistics by runs. And the White Sox are just so bad, aren't they? Detroit, 12 fewest runs, really a middle-of-the-road matchup. So for me, that's in line with everything else. Not enough to scare me off here. I got good projection. I got pretty consistent form here. Let's go take a look at the odds over on Underdog, and let's see if we can make this a first official play. Johnny Cueto. Paying a little bit of juice here, but that's in line with what the odds are at the other sports books, so I'm okay with that. I'm going to go Johnny Cueto, higher than 2.5 earned runs allowed as play number 1. Play number 2, let's start looking. Let's go Justin Steele. A lot of juice here on the less than 6.5 strikeouts. Has been under in 6 of the last 10 games, 8 and 7 last 15. Projection model's way under at 5.53. Let's go take a look at the strikeout numbers for Pittsburgh. We'll resort by strikeouts. And Pittsburgh, right at the top, 4th most strikeouts in the league. And again, same situation here as the odds move around a little bit. Playing Justin Steele on an under against a team that strikes out a lot, not really interesting here. Dylan Cease could be similar. Let's just go look at St. Louis before we get too crazy. He's been under 4 of the last 5 games in terms of the 6.5 number. But I vaguely recall the matchup being similar here. Let's go look at the Cardinals. Now, Cardinals do not strike out a ton. It'd be the 10th. Let me resort here. Cardinals, 11th fewest strikeouts so far this year. Cease has been under 4 of the last 5 games. 50-50 the last 10. But again, it's that recent form I'm looking at. Did, get back over it against the Mets. But our projection model is at 5.42. Let's go look at what kind of juice we're paying here on the Dylan Cease play. Oh, it's set at 6 strikeouts. So if we go lower, you get a push on 6. That makes up for all the juice you're paying for the 6.5 number. Of course, Underdog wasn't going to post that. I'm going to roll with it because the projection model is there. There's no pushes when he's been under. He's been way under. And the Cardinals, as we mentioned, don't strike out a ton. So that'll be play number 2. We got Johnny Cueto, Dylan Cease. Let's take a look over at Jack Flaherty. More than 2.5 runs allowed. Only over 3 of the last 10 games. Recent form not good enough for me. Same situation. We got plus money on the hits for Grossman and Yastrzemski, but the projection is still over. Can take a look at Daz Cameron for runs. I'd be interested to see, well, the last 5, 10, 15 loads, if Underdog even has this Daz Cameron line posted. Daz Cameron lowers for total bases. Oh, we're looking for runs, though. Home runs, total bases, hits, runs, RBIs, none of this. So in this case, we'll close this out. We don't have this available on Underdog. Similar situation for unders and plus money that I am going to avoid from MJ Melendez and Josh Lowe. Brant Herter, similar situation. Can take a stab here at a scorcher, I guess, on Jake Rogers and runs. Got him at plus 147 to score a run. I think as we get in one more update, I'd be interested again what that scorcher number is for Jake Rogers. And it looks like I'm going to skip over the runs props. Look at Underdog does not have runs up. You got some total base props. Got to scroll down past some of the plays we already have. Look at Cal Quantrill. Also more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Has been over 4 of the last 5 games and 8 of the last 10. Taking on Miami. So let's go ahead. Let's sort by runs. I don't think Miami's second fewest runs scored. I knew it was going to be down there. Even Cal Quantrill. All this juice is kind of a turnoff here. Hits numbers we were looking at. Grossman. Already go to page number 2. Now the edges are going to be getting a little bit thin here, but we need one more play. Let's see what's available. Kind of scrolling through here. Shohei Ohtani runs. Again, the runs props. So what you can do, and the tool here at DFS Army, you can take away any of the props you're looking at. You can, there's plenty of ways to sort what's available. Get a little bit of leverage here. Roddery Munoz over 3.5 runs. Making sure we didn't use anything with Munoz earlier. It's been over 4 of the last 10 games. Taken on Colorado in Coors. This is a spot that I would consider here. Let's go look at the Rockies numbers here. Rockies also bottom part of the league. But again, it's a Coors Field matchup here. I'm interested in taking a couple of shots here on Roddery Munoz in Coors as a third play. Probably definitely the least confident of the 3. Last 15 games, going 15 starts, he's given up more than 3.5 runs in 8 of his last 15 games. 3.65 on the projection model is at Coors Field. We'll go ahead. I'm going to take a look at Roddery Munoz here. We get a scorcher at 3.5 earned runs allowed. And this is where we're going to land today. Again, least confident of the 3. But again, baseball, sometimes there are slim pickings out there. These are the top 3 available. If you want more picks and plays, tons of stuff available in the Discord. Go check it out. Link down below. Sniper 20% off. NFL's coming. There's US Open tennis plays in there already. Go peek that. For now, let's do a recap. Let's go Johnny Cueto, higher than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Dylan Cease, lower than 6 strikeouts. Hang on. Sorry. And Roddery Munoz, higher than 3.5 earned runs allowed. 5.86 times our money here. Don't want to flex it with the 1.11. Basically, no money. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do a quarter of a unit. Try and get a nice little payout here $25 pays $146.50. Gonna lock that in. That's what we got for today. If you did not already, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think of an extended video, kind of rolling through plays and the thought process, using the tool more than the quick hitter videos. Would appreciate that. But for now, here's that daily reminder that whether or not you are a DFS Army member, you probably should be. But either way, good luck on those contests, and I'll see you next time.